Hi, my name is Peggy and I am part of the education team here at Elkhorn Slough Reserve. This week we are encouraging folks to join us for what we call Journal in Place, a nature journaling project. Nature journaling is an excellent way to develop your skills as an observer, to relax and really focus on your senses. Let's start by creating and personalizing your very own nature journal. You can continue to use your journal for the prompts we will suggest for the rest of this week. Nature journaling is a cool way to relieve stress while also stretching your brain a bit. The focus of observing something and writing it down helps take your mind off other things. And in doing so, in the natural world, that adds quite a boost. I like journaling because it focuses my attention. Writing down what I observe, including sketches, allows me to notice details I might miss otherwise. I love returning to the same place again and again and again to notice patterns and changes through time. So, we know it's a good thing to do. It's fun, relaxing. But before we can jump into it, we need a journal. And that's what we're going to do today, set up your journal. You can make a journal from scratch with things you probably have around your house. Here's how I decorated a few of mine in the past. Here's one. I obviously like stickers. This one was made to collect some data here at Elkhorn Slough, some globe data. That's another story. And I worked a little bit with the Estuary Explorer children when they collected their data. You could also have a journal where it folds over at the top. And bound journals are always nice, but if we're at home and we're just trying to find something to put together, we're going to show you how to do that too. But bound journals are also a nice way to go. So we're going to assemble now. So I looked around to assemble some things to perhaps make a journal out of, and these are the items that I found. So I have some stickers, and I have a pen and some glue and a stapler. So to begin, we need to bind the journal together. So I'm going to set aside the decorative features and get down to the bare bones of the project. I have an orange sheet here that will be the back of the journal, and then some white paper, some 8.5 by 11 white paper. And so it's pretty simple. We're going to just fold it in half, right down the middle, and really put some pressure here on the binding. And we're going to put a couple of staples in to hold it all together. And voila, we have the beginnings of our journal. And now that the binding is together, we need to create a table of contents. We place the table of contents on the first page, and it's good to have at least 2 pages for the table of contents, if not more, so we can put all of our entries without running out of space. We'll put topic and page number. Next, we need to number our pages. I'm going to leave 2 spaces. There's first and 2 pages for my table of contents. I like to start numbering my pages on the 3rd page. I personally like to write the numbers in the upper right-hand corner. On the right side is where I put my journal entry. On the left side, I like to leave space in case I want to write some notes later, or to attach a leaf or a feather or other artifact, or make a sketch. So I'm going to number a few pages, and then we'll get started on our first entry. And later I'll go back and finish numbering my pages. What we need for each entry is the date, the time, the location, Sometimes you have a choice. You could put GPS reading like latitude and longitude and elevation, or just, let's say, visitor center pond, the location where you're at, and weather conditions. These items really help when you read an older journal entry later and you want to remember where you were and when it was. So now I think we're ready to go out and do our first journal entry. So come on outside with me and I'll show you a location I have chosen for my first journal entry. So here's my completed, decorated nature journal. And I'm going to go to my first entry where you see I placed the date, the time, the location is the visitor center pond, and the weather conditions, cloudy and fair with cumulus clouds. Now there's something that you need to remember, and that is when you're headed outside, you must use appropriate social distancing and follow your county's guidelines for outdoor recreation. So that's a wrap on our nature journaling lesson today. Please post a photo of your nature journal. We'd love to see it. Happy journaling! A pair of ducks just landed in the pond. It's so perfect. Last year we had 10 little ducklings that were hatched out by the pond. Perhaps this is that pair that's returned. So cool being out here. I hope you all find a wonderful spot for your observation. But if you can't get out because of social distancing, you can go into your yard. Amazing things are happening. You can look in the grass, you can look in the bushes. You're going to find there's a lot of wildlife out there that you didn't even realize. Just spend a little time out there and enjoy the moment.